I remember that.
I'll remind you when we get there. So it's like, don't worry about it.
You'll say repeat after me.
I'll say repeat after me.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
I think you can do that.
Okay, yeah, I can.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just explaining to April here about what we're going to do. Hey, everybody, this is Kelly Orchard here with Mustang Monday. And I am here. I think this is thrilling for me because this is April Vidal.
Thrilling.
She is like, thrilling, it is, because we're fellow dancers. And, you know, April didn't really know how much of my dance history there was. And so we just had a chance to share it.
It's pretty cool hearing that too. And I love the fact that, honestly, your persona, I can tell you've got background in dance.
Right, I've been on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a performer.
I'm a performer.
Absolutely.
I'm a born performer. I
Yes.
tell people this, like, one of my biggest childhood memories, or most profound childhood memory, is dancing for the ocean. At the beach.
Oh.
I was dancing for the waves, and
Wow.
they were like rolling.
They were
in.
dancing
They
back.
were plotting
dancing
me. They thought it was great.
It's like if nobody else will watch,
the ocean
go dance
will.
for the ocean.
Go dance for the ocean.
Right. Okay.
So that was it. And
Well,
it's like,
beautiful.
and heaven forbid, it's like, you know, the hearth in the fireplace at home was my stage.
Oh,
initially. Whose isn't, right? Though?
Right. Well,
Right.
my kids used to dance on the hearth all the time.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, line them up and start
There you-
dancing, kids. Otherwise,
yeah.
I'm going to burn that fire.
That's right. Well, I think my influence was a lot of Hollywood musicals, and then of course, you know, Spanky and Our Gang television show.
Little
They would
Rascals.
always, the Little Rascals. They
Yes.
were always having shows.
Actually, mine was Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple too.
Yes, my
Yep,
mom said
absolutely.
that, my mom used to watch all those, well, back then they were only black and white anyway.
Right, yeah.
But all the black and white movies, Shirley Temple, Singing in the Rain, all those kinds of
yeah.
things. My mom said the first time she realized that I loved dance was I'd be in my little cloth diaper back then, folks, and just bounce, and I had a rhythm, and I was perfect on rhythm, and, at the age of 18 months old.
Yeah.
And so I started dancing and swimming.
Yeah.
The age of 18 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Well, I'll
pretty
tell you
cool.
my first dance audition, which really wasn't a dance audition, and we're going a little off topic here.
That's okay.
But we're talking
You're
dance.
with me.
I'm
That's
sorry,
fine.
but we're talking
Yes,
dance.
yes.
But my very first dance audition, which really wasn't an audition, and you can relate with this because it was at Park and Rec.
Oh,
and my
love
mom went to sign me up at age 3 to sign me up for dance classes, and
Mm-hmm.
somehow in my mind I had the impression that you had to audition to be able to dance. And so I went up on stage to do my dance number, whatever it was. I'm 3, to do my dance, and I fell.
Oh.
I fell down, I slipped and fell on the stage. And I got up and I dusted myself off and I finished my dance. And then when I was done, the music was over, I ran off the stage and I jumped in my mom's lap and I started to cry because I was so embarrassed.
Oh.
And the teacher told her at that point, now that's a performer. What a professional move she made.
Very
she
good.
fell, but she finished her number and then she cried.
Which you didn't even have to do your number in the first place.
Exactly. I was
But
like,
you were giving it your all.
I was ready. I was prepared.
That's right.
So
Beautiful.
that's me. I'm always prepared for a dance.
Well, I had to tell you, I'm prepared today. Because,
I know you are.
I have my dance bun on, and now you can see it. I did this just for Kelly because normally this early I don't normally have a bun in if I don't have to be somewhere. But I actually had this outfit on with the pink and the shirt and the black and white and the pink. I had it on last week, and we were supposed to do this last week.
Yes.
But I had this horrendous cough that I was suffering from for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to dress just like last week again today.
I know, and it's great. You look
I felt
adorable. You
this
look
is
so cute.
all for
All
Miss Badass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You need, you need this button to go with it now.
Oh,
you need the
license
badass
to be badass.
You need the badass button to wear all day.
Should I put it on right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, then, I was going to give you a gift at the end of the show.
Oh, we're gonna do
but
it
I
now?
feel like since we're exchanging
things,
so
okay.
I'm going to give
You
her
have a
my,
button for me?
I
Oh,
have a
it's a
keychain,
keychain.
and it says, I've got dance in my
Oh,
pants.
I'm badass.
And then it says, #badass 2019.
Oh,
so there you go.
Awesome. We were having a conversation about like the business angle, but
Yes.
I love it because when you talk about dance, I mean, you're still a small business owner,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I mean, you're a dance teacher.
Right, correct.
But you've also had to transition. It's like, because any of us who goes into business, we have a passion. We may not necessarily care that much about the business angle.
Correct.
You
me.
wanted to be a dance teacher.
I just want to dance.
Yeah.
Just let me do my thing. I'm never in college. I got my AA and my certificate to be a dental assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at one point the dancing dental assistant, which was really cool. Everywhere I went, that's what they called me. Oh, it's the dancing dental assistant.
Nice.
Yes, and I loved college, but I never went any farther because the one person, I shouldn't say the one person that believed in me, but in my life I had interviewed for my very first, which we have not talked about, my very first career in actually teaching at a studio. I was 17 years old back in the day with the penny saver. I saw an ad for a place in Rancho Cucamonga called Olympic Studios, ran by one of my still very dear friends, Diane. And she believed in me. And she hired me to teach in her studio. Meanwhile, the, Lions Club Recreation notified Diane and wanted her to start teaching classes through her studio and the Park and Rec department. So this was my actual start in the love of Park and Rec.
Get it.
And she didn't have time to do this. So she asked me to do it. So I actually thought that I was being demoted because she had all her other wonderful studio teachers.
Right.
And she took me after maybe 3 months of starting with her and said, well, you can still do this, but now you're going to go do that.
Right.
And now I'm going to take you out of the studio and put you there. And I really looked at that in the beginning like, wow, I'm not good enough. I am not good enough. But in actuality, she chose the person that she believed could do it and do both. Yeah. And she believed in me at age 7. I hadn't even turned 18 yet.
Yeah.
And I was, that was my inspiration of doing what I do now. It was that one person that lets you know how much they truly believe in you. And they give you a few tools, but they also believe in you so strongly that they let you create your own identity through something that was actually with her name behind it.
Let's talk about, you know, the operation of a business. And you talked about, you wanted to share with me some information about, you know, how you get out there and network and market. Right?
Oh.
And to be kind.
Yes, always.
Yes.
Always. So, so first of all, you know, I do belong to several little networking groups, but the main one is the Marietta Wildemar Chamber.
And I want to just preface this because the thing is that April started out as a dance teacher. Right?
Correct.
And so it was only recently, like the last few years, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, that you decided, okay, I want to be more of a business person now, and I want to get out there and network and meet new people.
Right.
And so I just want to say that for any of you out there who are watching this, that maybe you think you're only something like this, only this. I'm only a housewife, or I'm only a dance teacher, or I'm only whatever it is that you are. You can do this.
You can,
and it's helpful. You'll grow from it.
Right. Well, it's funny you say that because we didn't even discuss this, but I've always thought of myself as only a this or only a that because I'd say about 6 years ago, I didn't really understand the impact until so many other people fed me the sweetness of what I was doing for their families, their children, their community.
In the community.
Right. You know, I know my place in the community as well. We have so many, I want to make sure I say this, we have so many wonderful opportunities in our community where dance is concerned. There are a multitude of wonderful studios.
You can compare a dance studio with the regular business world just in the culture, you know, and it's like, because I've been involved in dance all of my life, so I know this for a fact. You walk into a dance studio as a new person and there's already a clique there. There's already the established dancers. They've got a little clique going. They all know each other. You're the new person. Right. And even as the new person, you might be a little bit intimidated or a little bit insecure. Whatever skills you have, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what skills you have. You're still going to be intimidated by the fact that there's a clique there. And I can't change that in the dance world because it's been there. It's been existing since I was in dance, and it'll always go. But you know what? It also happens in the business world. True. And in the networking businesses world. And I just, but you had something different to offer. And I know that when you first joined, you're like, what the heck am I doing here? I'm just a dance teacher. Right. But what you learned was you had so much more to offer that the clique people didn't know that they needed.
That's true.
They didn't really realize that they needed somebody with your spark and your fire and your creativity and your pizzazz.
Thank you.
Jazz hands.
Well, you're pretty pizzazzy yourself. I just want to add that.
Well, thank you. And I will say, it doesn't get old walking in, and they call you Miss April. They call me badass. So it's like, I'm like, yes.
You know, I kind of feel like Miss April's cool.
Yeah.
But badass is creeping up.
Badass.
Oh yeah, pretty badass. Well, I will say on that note, when I started understanding better my place in the community as a business owner, I started looking at, and I don't know if you know about my leadership program.
No.
So I have something called Junior Instructors. I decided I wanted to make a leadership program for children based on what I see in leadership in adults in business through networking.
Nice.
So my junior instructors are not chosen for dance ability necessarily. They are chosen starting at age 10 and up, when they can understand what it means to really understand being kind, start learning how to talk to adults, understand how to help others that are younger than them or the same age of them that are walking in brand new. Everybody gets a hug at Miss April's dance, or a welcome or a greet, and also they are encouraged to help the adults. These young children are encouraged to help adults mingle as well. Nice. So when you walk into Miss April's dance, there aren't those cliques.
Right.
Hopefully nobody does. And if they do, then we're not doing our job correctly. And I want to know that. But these girls, age 10 and up, right now I have about 11 junior instructors. They're all good dancers, but some of them can actually be 10, be brand new to the program, and I might see something in them just talking with them and say, you seem like a really great young lady or gentleman, and I would like to tell you a little bit about my leadership program. They wear a special shirt, they assist in a class, and they do all kinds of things. And I look at that why do we have to wait till we're adults in business to learn how to be kind, to learn how to be giving, to learn how to help one another? Let's start with the younger generation. And so in essence, some of that really has nothing to do with dance. No. It's more about my business.
It is, but it also has a lot to do with your character too, about wanting to do something different in your business.
Right.
You know, and that's one of the things that does make you different. Not just the
I've been called different a lot.
Yeah, well, me too. I'm way different.
That's why I love you.
I know.
You're so badass.
You're so hard. You are too. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. This is really good. We're gonna do more. We're gonna have to dance together outside the car.
You know, we could. Well, let's do one thing. Let's put our arms up and kind of. We're gonna. Let's do like a little, kind of like a double step to our right. So it's a one and a two and a one and a two. Go back. 1, 2, 3. Go up. Go up. Jazz hands. There.
There you go.
We did our dance. We could do water.
Okay,
can you do water?
I could do water.
Oh my gosh.
I could do all sorts of stuff.
Good. Oh yeah.
Snake.
Well, let's do this.
Yeah. Could do the snake.
Yeah.
Right.
What else? I don't know. Single clap.
Single clap.
Double clap. Triple clap. We're good.
We're good. All right, everybody. I'm Kelly Orchard. This is Mustang Monday with April Vidal. What is your tagline?
I put dance in your pants.
She puts dance in your pants. And so we're reminding you, repeat after me, to be bold.
Be bold.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Be confident.
Be confident.
Be badass.
Be badass. Boom, I did it.
There you go.